What's up, everyone? This is Chuck here, broadcasting live from the Park District. So I got a little stardom situm stuff for fantasy football this coming week. Um, got a few picks in, uh, trying to tell you guys who to start, who to sit, good matchups based on previous matchups, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get started. We got stardoms first. My first start is Philip Rivers this week, playing the Raiders. The Raiders are 14th most points to quarterbacks, and Cutler and McCown scored both 25 points or more against the Raiders defense in the previous weeks. So Philip Rivers has a very good matchup this week. He's been on a roll as of late. I would definitely ride with Philip Rivers this week if you have him. Get him in your lineup. He's an elite quarterback. Carson Palmer is my second start of the week. Carson Palmer has looked really good this year. Really, really good. The Cardinals have looked really, really good. So you got to keep rolling with Carson Palmer. They're going to be playing the Ravens on Monday Night Football. So if you need those extra points to win, Palmer's your guy this week. Baltimore actually gives up the most points to quarterbacks. So Palmer's a great start this week. And then we got a sleeper alert for quarterbacks. We got Landry Jones versus the Chiefs. Big Ben is not expected to play this week, although he might talk his way into the lineup, but it's unlikely that he's going to play this week. So Landry Jones would be the starter over Michael Vick this week. He looked good last week. He played one half. He had about 200 passing yards, 2 TDs, both to Martavis Bryant. Only 8 completions, which was really weird to see that he had so many passing yards. They must have been long bombs. I wasn't really watching the game, so it must have been long bombs. But anyways, they're playing the Chiefs this week, who's given up the most points to opposing quarterbacks. Cutler burned them a couple weeks ago. I know whoever else played them burned them, pretty sure. So a very good matchup. The Chiefs' defense looks horrible this year, so I would ride anybody that's playing the Chiefs. Okay, so moving on to the wide receivers, we got Julio Jones versus Tennessee. Julio Jones has been quiet as of late, but he's a target monster this year. So I expect him to come out big in this game. Tennessee is not that bad against opposing receivers, but like I said, Julio Jones has been in a bit of a slump as of late. His targets have been there, but the yardage has not been there. So I expect him to come out big and strong this week. My second one is Martavis Bryant versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs, like I said, the Chiefs got bad defense all around. Their passing defense is terrible. Martavis Bryant had a really good week last week as his return. He showed good chemistry with Landry Jones, who's also going to probably start again this week. So I would definitely ride with Martavis Bryant this week versus the Chiefs. Sleeper alert for the wide receivers. Stephon Diggs, the new rookie on the Vikings. He had pretty good 2 weeks as of late. They're kind of iffy with him whether he is going to be the second receiver in the rotation or the third receiver behind Charles Johnson. Johnson has not proven himself worthy this year so far, and he's coming back off of injury. It appears that Diggs actually stole his spot, but they're still not ruling out Charles yet. So this is with big high risk, high reward. Start Diggs versus Detroit. They're horrible against the pass. You saw Jeffrey light him up last week when the Bears played him. So yeah, Diggs, high reward, high risk. Moving on to the tight ends, we have Jason Witten versus the Giants. Jason Witten burned the Giants for 2 touchdowns, 2 scores in week 1. Romo was playing that week. However, Witten's always been good against the Giants. So also this week, Castle is in there instead of Whedon. So he offers a little more upside to the offense. So I would roll with Witten this week. The second tight end that you would want to start this week is Gary Barnidge. He's on a hot streak. Tough matchup again this week versus St. Louis. However, last week he also had a tough matchup versus the Broncos, and he came through with those two scores. He's very involved into the offense in Cleveland as of late. Um, Also, he's involved in